So you're not getting better. I'm really sorry to hear that. But if you're doing the stretching, you're doing the self-massage, you're going to PT, you're doing all the things you've heard about that I've recommended and you're still not getting better, I think I know what you're missing. But just so you believe me, I'm going to tell you a story about a trauma surgeon who had CPPS. And yes, he is a real person. But for anonymity, I'm going to call him Dr. Superhero. About 4 or 5 years ago, I got an email from Dr. Superhero. He said he could not figure out how to shake this horrible pain, this horrible condition, and he had tried everything, and he saw me on YouTube, and he was curious, and can we set up a call? So we talked to each other on the phone. And he tells me he's a trauma surgeon, and he gets flown around the United States whenever somebody is in a horrible accident and needs their arm or their leg reattached. Huge responsibility. And this guy can name every muscle and ligament in the human body in their original Latin name and how they connect to each other. He is a complete master of the human machine. And by comparison, I am a complete amateur. So I ask about his life, and he tells me he works 70 to 80-hour weeks, 6 or 7 days a week, getting flown around the country. A ton of stress, a ton of time. He has a team, he has proteges, but he seldom lets them do the surgery. And he's really quite tired. So I tell Dr. Superhero about the Roman legions. One of the things the Roman legions did that made them so effective was to always bring backup. While one entire legion attacked the enemy, a second was nearby, resting. After fighting for a while, the second legion would march in, the first legion would escape, would march out, and then they would pretty much just plop down on the grass. And that's the thing that Dr. Superhero did not do. And that's probably the thing that you're not doing. You see, after more than a dozen consultations now, there is a pattern among all of the guys who have CPPS. You are all athletes who sit and stress a lot. You're all type A personalities, and you're all super achievers. Some of you have multiple businesses. Some of you are in charge of major security firms. Some of you are stock wizards, but you never stop moving. So by now, you might have guessed what I'm getting at. You need to relax.
Oh my God!
Here's why that matters. From a positive perspective, you do not build muscle when you lift weights. You build muscle when your muscles regrow after you have broken your muscles down by lifting weights. Your muscles build back stronger as an adaptation to recurring stressors. From a negative perspective, you cannot heal damaged muscles unless you give them time away from those stressors. Now you may ask, how is answering the business phone causing my pelvic floor to do a 500-pound deadlift? To which I would answer, it's not. Well, partially. It may cause you to clench those muscles, but your endless phone calls keep your cortisol pumping on high. And cortisol is an inflammatory hormone. And when cortisol is floating through your bloodstream, things do not heal much. Your muscles remain in work or die mode. You're going to have to learn to relax, and that is hard for you because you are afraid of letting go of something. Dr. Superhero was afraid of letting go of control of his surgeries, so he was always the one doing it, even though he had a team of probably some of the world's best proteges. And you know what? He's supposed to train them up to that level. He's supposed to get them there so that he can rest and they can reach their destiny. It's win-win, but he didn't want to let go of that control. But here's the rub. That is hard because you're going to have to make sacrifices. You might have to make less money. You might have to have fewer businesses. You might have to give up being the tennis champion of the world for a little bit. All of this is going to be worth it in the long term because you're going to have better balance and health. But it's a choice. You can either not relax and keep going this way and have this agony, or you can let go of some things and feel better. I would start with Sunday. Guard it and do nothing. Sit around and read, whatever you want to do. Go for a walk, watch something, take a nap, see a friend, take your woman for a nice lunch. Do not look at your emails or your phone. They are all dead to you. You can even skip whatever you're doing to treat CPPS for that day. Let it go. Go from like 5 p.m. on Saturday to 5 p.m. on Sunday, just with the goal of feeling like a kid again. And see how much better you feel on Monday. Then, as you go forward, cut out everything you absolutely don't need. Are you working 70 hours? Hire out at least 30 of them. Are you constantly on phone calls? Limit them from 1 to 4 p.m. on afternoons. You'll figure it out. If you want help talking through this, I'm a hell of a good listener. I understand how CPPS works. I understand how the type A super achievers work. I'll help you confront whatever it is you got to let go of or whatever you're going through, and then I'll send up you a big email report on it, and I will never disclose your information to anybody. It's 1 hour, it's easy, and I think you'll be on your way to a more balanced life. But either way, no matter what you do, you need to learn to relax. Watch the best fighters in the world. When they're in the ring, they're relaxed, they're just watchful, they're watchful until the time comes to strike, then their body tenses, then they're back out, and and they're watchful. You cannot be on full blast all the time. You need to learn to relax. So keep your knuckles up and stay watchful.